Mhm. All right. We got a full house today. I love it. Filling up. Spirits and guides are feeling the momentum, getting the messaging out. Today's meditation is going to be really good, really, really good. It dropped in last night, pretty excited about it. Wanted to share. I'm blocking it. My amazing orchid that's sitting here in full bloom. Somehow I have not killed it. This is incredible for me. I have this incredible little vortex, this little tree of energy here. And yeah, somehow I keep it all alive right there. I don't bother with anywhere else in the yard because it's not going to happen. But right here, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the orchid as I get us all set up. And here we go. So welcome, welcome. This week's theme, let me get kicked off with our recording. This week's theme is navigating the negative. And it is, we are all like just in the highs and the lows and really figuring out, processing how to like, not just do the new, but there's just everybody, it's, we're in choppy waters, choppy seas energetically. And so as soon as we get high and feel like we've got everything going and all of our wits about us, it's like the bottom falls out again and we get faced and confronted with another negative or challenging energy to be present to. So yesterday we were focused on clearing out the BS, right? Like just getting out of that field, taking all of the noise out of the way so we can really focus in and center on that heart-centered love and focusing in on the concept that really we reserve unconditional love for kids. We don't give ourselves permission as fully as we could, and especially the community and our loved ones, that unconditional love. And it's because we're writing stories and trying to be as absolutely best as we can possibly be. And with that comes setback, right? With that, we raise the bar to such a high level, and inevitably, we're not always going to hit the mark, and those that we love are not always going to hit the mark. And especially in this day and age, it's so hard to know. It's not even, it's seemingly like not even worth sometimes having the conversations. And so, what are the conversations we get to have? Well, we get to have and speak our voice when we're feeling truth, right? When we're feeling connected to the truth within us. And so today and this week is about really making sure you are anchored into feeling that truth, because at the end of it, that's what matters, right? That's what this is all about. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead, drop right in. I invite you to take some nice cleansing breaths, allowing that air to run through your mouth, through your nose, into your lungs, just breathing it all in and allowing your body and your mind and my voice and the sounds around you to begin to synchronize, breathing it all in and just feeling yourself as I've queued up this energy and this like sparky, right? Like tense energy, if you will, where everything is not as neatly grounded in its perfect place. We really want to kind of get into that field for a moment. Allow yourselves to be there so that we can really process out of it and give your body the patterning, the skills it needs to move through negative energy. It's not about dismissing the negative energy or ignoring it or numbing ourselves out or getting so busy. It's about navigating it, allowing it to move through in partnership with us. And that's what we're going to be up to today. So taking another nice deep breath in, and let's begin that first component, first piece of the light link, imagining that beautiful golden light shining down from above, feeling the warmth of the sun shining on your head, and noticing as we've called in some of these more tense energies, how that sun is feeling. Does it feel like there may be a couple clouds drifting over it? Or can you get a full, really bright, can you imagine that? Or feel, if you're a feeling intuitive and you don't see as much in your mind's eye, but you feel, can you feel that warmth? Or is it harder to connect to today? Just allow for whatever is to be. And with each breath, allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into this moment and deeper into this meditation. Taking another nice, deep cleansing breath in. And let's begin our sight scan, tuning into the sounds of the environment around you, tuning into the colors in your mind's eye. And if you haven't identified a color yet, just tuning into the mind's eye and seeing what's there. Is it all darkness? Is there some light beginning to emerge at the back of your mind? Are there little dots, flashes? How is it presenting? As you imagine that golden light, allowing your body to calibrate to your greatest and highest purpose, calling upon the angels and guides to help us clear out that which is no longer serving and call us to our purpose. Taking a moment here, breathing in and out, moving deeper and deeper into this moment as we allow the images to come through, our thoughts to settle in, and last but not least, our sensations in the body as we drop deeply into the moment and into the body. Noticing as you do how the energy in the room and the environment shifts around you too. As you shift your focus into your hips, into your feet, what shifts, what sounds shift? Does the air conditioning or the heat kick on? If you're outside, do you hear a bird take flight or the wind blow? Notice what shifts occur. Breathing in and out. Feeling those shifts, sensing them as we drop into the earth, totally shifting vibration where we are focusing our intention and our mind. Allowing your feet to connect to the earth and allowing that intention to drop even deeper into the earth. Even deeper into the earth. Breathing in and out. And as we do, coming into our body, let's take a moment to honor our bodies. Let's take a moment to honor them. Our bodies do all of this work. We talk about navigating the negative and the stress and anxiety and yesterday we were speaking into the noise and the volume, right, of the consciousness that is new. There's stress, there's anxiety. All you have to do is turn on the media or drive past a busy intersection to see and to tap into and feel that. It's the background noise. And so as we release that, it's as though it's almost a distraction from the noise that's living within our own bodies. And as we drop into our body, feel gratitude, give thanks in this moment right now, for how your body carries all of the fear, how it carries your stress and your anxiety, how it carries the dynamic tension that you hold of your hopes and your dreams and your desires, and yet the knowingness of the 3D reality that it's not all manifest yet. And whatever stress and anxiety may be present in that, notice this tension and how the body holds it. And just simply send and allow the field of the angels and guides to nurture you as you let your body crack open and share this tension this underlying current of energy with your conscious mind, and let your body be nourished and supported by the earth, by its incredible crystal quartz at the center of the earth that is here to recycle and release all that is no longer serving us. But in some cases, this tension is what helps us. It's how we hold the container, the space for our hopes and our dreams. And so we want to feed this tension, this stress, this underlying current with the most pure light and love. Instead of the emotions and the sensations and the vibrations of fear, of stress, anxiety, guilt, shame, and hurt for those who have not met our expectations or where we've let ourselves down. Just the hurt that then when we discover that some may not be on board with our dreams, that deep hurt of when it hasn't all yet come together, this tension that our body holds, like a cord drawn taut to ensure that it doesn't all fall apart. I invite you as you tune in, without necessarily needing to identify exactly where it is, if you have some point in your body that's firing up, maybe a pain in your back or an itch along your spine or whatever it may be, just direct your love and the angel's guidance light, that golden light, into that part of your body. And you may just simply in your mind's eye envision a wire drawn tight with a lot of tension in it, and allow that golden light to shine down upon it. And just feel into this. Trust in this process. For within this wire, within this tension that our body holds, this dynamic tension brought together between both good and the future outcomes and where we are in the moment, there are many personalities, many masks that we wear to hold this tension, many ways in which we show up, maybe as the organized business leader, maybe as the inspired creator, maybe as the healer, maybe as the know-it-all, maybe as the badass. All of these masks and faces we wear, created by this tension in our fear of the tension, our fear of our inability to actually continue to hold it, to achieve our outcome. But know that there is a truth here, that everything you do that feels out of place, that feels like you've masked yourself and aren't showing up authentically or are exhausting yourself, is because you are frightened. So I'm going to invite you in this moment, without thinking too much about it, to just simply release the fear that is wound up in this cord of energy, releasing the fear from it. And instead of being overcome by the doubt and the expectation that something could go wrong, releasing all of that as though we're pulling a thread that's gone bad, it's tagged, right? And we're pulling it out of the cords, imagining however this energy moves through in full. And if you're sensing, if you're one of my feeling intuitives, then just feeling it, feeling your body shifting. You may feel compelled to move or undulate your hips, shift ever so slightly, maybe open and close your chest, breathe deeply. With each breath, releasing that tension in and out, allowing that fear to be released so that we know the truth of who you are really is the celebrator, the successful energies of achievement and accomplishment. Realize this now. Realize that through your focus and your intention, that you can replace the fears of what it is and how you're holding this energy. You can replace it with the realization and the celebration of your successes. Wisdom, the wisdom of knowing that you will achieve this goal, that you are in partnership with spirit, cannot be held when the fear is present. So with each breath, continue to release. Continue to release. For the wisdom cannot be held and let go of both having to control and the fear of losing. And simply what we get to do is go forth in celebration and dance freely. Success is only momentary. It's the freedom and the knowingness that gets to echo and vibrate through this dynamic tension that we hold. Taking all of your hopes and your dreams and allowing them to vibrate in the energies of celebration, of gratitude, as though it's already been accomplished, already been achieved. It's very, very easy for us to rest our focus and our thoughts in the past, to allow our body to live in the past. The fears that we hold and harbor, the doubt, is all part of the past. If we consider that the innocent child who doesn't have the past to operate off of simply shows up in curiosity, in play and celebration, in a passion and a joy for life. Take a deep breath in, breathing in these energies, allowing this dynamic tension between what is and what is yet to come to be filled with the energy of curiosity. Allow all of the ways that you are complacent and held in the past to cease to expand in your body. Appreciate your achievements and move on. Free your spirit, letting go, moving forward in the moment, knowing that the deeper you go in fulfilling your purpose, there are always going to be challenges. For the more power we call forward, the more the energy of the past will hold itself almost stubbornly. In this moment, you are being asked to move. In this moment, taking a breath in, you are being asked to grow. So allow yourself to be watered with the channel and the energies of love as they pour up and through your body, feeling that divine connection to the earth, feeling your divine connection to the sun, ever present, nurturing you forward, calling you forward into your journey of self-awareness. Fear, anxiety, doubt is attachment causing us to stop and focus in on the past. Allow yourself to be flooded with the waters of love but don't hesitate to take action again. When you feel yourself being challenged by the fears, breathe. Breathe. When you feel yourself being challenged by the hurt and the letdown, breathe. Allow the anger or the desire to become vindictive to pass through you, carried away on the currents of your purpose and your love. Allow for envy and jealousy to pass through, knowing that if you focus exclusively on your purpose and the love, your actions and your desire to continue to move forward with spirit leave beautiful energy and light for the next person to step into. Don't leave a trail of fear in your wake. Don't leave a trail of hurt. Don't leave a trail of guilt or shame. So I invite you now to imagine yourself taking a step out of your front door or wherever you may be, tuning in to this meditation. And as you take that powerful step out, feeling the sun at your front, on your mind's eye, feeling yourself preparing to take and plant your feet from the threshold of your home out into the sunlight, feeling the earth beneath your feet. Know that this first step out into the light is action into your purpose, supported and nurtured and bolstered by love. Let each step forward, taking that first step, imagining yourself then taking the next step. Maybe you have a flight of stairs that you go down. Maybe it's out into a beautiful garden, revealing itself before you. But know that each footstep is not to be taken in judgment, not to be leaving a trace of fear behind. Let each step be filled with love. So much so, if you were to look back towards your front door, you would see these beautiful footprints as though they've been left in the sand, beautiful footprints of light. And imagine if you were to focus on your fears, if you were to focus on your judgments, on your letdowns and the hurt, what those footsteps would look like if they weren't full of light and love. Let each footstep, each trail that you leave, glow luminescently with the light that shines within you, leaving this beautiful trail for people to follow, for people to be inspired by, no matter how dark your journey may be in this moment, no matter how intense it may be, no matter how many things you have going on. Trusting that you are on the right path. I invite you now to imagine, as you gaze back upon those footsteps, knowing that your next one will be full of light also. As you gaze back, looking at your own footsteps that you've just been taking out of your front door, imagining them, maybe they look like golden light, maybe they are crystallizing now into beautiful little shimmering glimmers of light. Imagine that spirit has left footsteps next to you. Notice that your footsteps are not alone. Notice that there are multiple footsteps, some shining even brighter than your own. Notice your new unique energy signature, feeling them. If you're one of my feeling intuitives, feel into those footsteps behind you as though you could feel footprints along the beach, right? You know how we, like, after we've stepped along the beach, you can tell which ones are yours and which ones are a kid's or a man's or whatever. They have a certain feeling to them if you were to re-step in them. Feel into those footprints that you've taken, and then notice how many of spirits are surrounding you and all around you. And it's amazing, the birds are so loud, as though they are walking with us through this meditation, leaving these footprints. For those who are yet to come, having walked through the darkness with us, to follow, just as we follow the footprints along the beach. This is your legacy. This is your light. Let each footprint be full of light. And as you feel the judgment of yourself and your community and the letdown, as you feel the hurt, as you feel the anxiety that you may not be able to get it all to come together, remember this moment where you were surrounded by so many footprints and so much love of spirit that you are not alone. You are walking this journey in a huge community of light and love. So continue to step forward. This is your gift of having been there first. And your protection is your ever expanding vision that comes to include the good of all. It is a shield against the destructive nature of anything that would seek to overcome you. You have nothing to lose if you continue to step forward in love, to develop your skills and attune and continue to hone your vision and view and focus on that vision of the best possible world you can dream in and create and play a part in. Your acts of devotion and love to your creative force and expression is truly, truly all of the rebel you will ever need to be to invoke the light and the vision that you feel called to. So taking a nice deep breath here. As we breathe in and out, allowing the energy to swirl around you. And let's conclude by giving thanks to the golden light and the angels that have been here and present with us, to all the spirits that are walking behind us and with us and next to us, as we continue to take each step in confidence and faith and love in all of the earth, divine earth energy that pulls away and releases and recycles our doubts and our fears and our worries. And so it is, and so it shall be. Namaste. So much love. May each step you take today glimmer in your brilliant, brilliant, brilliant light. Love you all.